Okay, so we're going to try this again to make sure it's not as blurry. So, assistant generals. I'm just going to go through presets and then you're going to have to figure it out. So, okay, preset 1 for me is my archer general, right? I have Alfred. Alfred is my archer general. So you just go to the looking glass. Alfred's base skill, increase range troop attack by 30, okay? So when you're adding an assistant general to your archer PvP attack, you need a general that is going to provide either an HP for range or a defensive buff for range for this to activate, right? Because you want this to activate. Now his skill books are range attack, range bonus, and range HP. So in my secondary, the best guy that I have right now is Tamaris. Now when you click on him, you'll see that this here, his base skill, is not active. This skill is the same as the main general skill. So basically he has, I think, a 25% attack buff. Alfred has 30, so it's not going to activate. So you want an archer general you can put here that either has HP or defense for range to boost Alfred. But what will boost Alfred is these books: range troop defense, march size, march speed. As you can see, Alfred doesn't have those. So now Alfred has these 3 books plus these 3 books, okay? Ground, Scipio. Okay, he does a ground troop attack and HP. So ideally, you want a ground general that does defensive buff here. She does similar to Scipio, so once again, that's not going to activate. But with the books that he has speed, defense, HP. So now on her, I put attack, march size, and just regular march speed. So now these will boost Scipio. PvP Cav. I have Martinus. Custer is the best one I've seen so far, but I don't have it. Custer, or Martinus, I'm sorry, same thing. He has an attack like Roland, so it's not going to activate. But I have Mount Troop Defense, March Size, March Speed. You go into Roland, he has attack, Mount Speed, and Mount HP. So now he has 6 books in all the specialties in this deal. Now for bosses, Ethelfled is the best assistant general. She was designed for bosses. So now you just add your boss general to your Cav or to your PvP general. She has, look, increased mounted attack and defense 55%. You see, it's highlighted now. Roland, he has attack, regular mounted HP. So this is different or higher. So it activates now. See, this one's active. Martinus, not active because it's the same as Roland. So for my bosses, I have Ethelfled set up for bosses. She's got march size because I don't have that on Roland, but mount defense against monster, HP against monster. If you have march size on your main, then you can do like a march attack here. And then this skill is important. Monster attack minus 15%. This is for luck, the drop, and then if you can fill out over here, it gives you more monster buffs on the last specialty. And then my last one is going to be my siege general, right? I have Napoleon. So here's all his skills and everything. And then Ramses pairs perfectly with him. His space skill procs as well. So this is what you want to do with your generals. You want a general that complements your main. It provides your main with skill books that your main doesn't have, specialties your main doesn't have, or a base, like your base, right? So see, look, mounted attack, 25% for Martinus. Roland, 30%. That is why this doesn't highlight when you add Martinus to Roland. You want something different here that's going to stack with your main. So on your wall, you can also add someone. For my build, I have William Marshall. William Marshall, increase ground troops and mounted troops HP by 20, in-city range and siege by another 20, right? His skill books are Siege Machine Range, Ground Troop Speed, Mount Troop HP. Well, now I added Guan Yu. Guan Yu's buff is increased ground troops by 30, increased ground troops and mounted troops HP by 20. So now my ground troops and HP are buffed 40% on my wall from their base skill. Plus, I put a range bonus. I put a mounted troop speed I'm going to test tomorrow in BOC. And then a mounted troop defense. So now my wall general has 6 skill books, plus this base stat is added to here. So that's how you're going to build your assistant generals. Your assistant complements your main. The same skills do not stack, so you have to fill in the holes of your main general with your assistant.